So, another vlog. This vlog's a little bit different. I really have to change things up this year, I would say. First of all, let me, to my regular users and subscribers, the previous video that I released, the one about the mountain rescue, was a bit of a one-off. It was just something that happened, it was all in the moment, and it was something I did and something I released, and as part of that project or part of that campaign moving forward, it was a little bit of closure for me and some others. I figured I should really do a backup video as well, just to kind of update those who have watched that video and those who are on this channel for other things. First and foremost, MMCM photography is still very much a go, and this channel will be for tutorials and me out in the field shooting TV, private projects, documentaries, photography, the cine vlogs. All that's still going to happen. Second of all, the vlog side of it really is a comprehensive look at what I do, when I do, and things I get involved in that I feel that are okay to share within a vlog. Like currently just now I'm shooting a small observational documentary with Historic Scotland and the Urban Scotland project, but it's in a primary school with the kids here in my hometown, and it's not really a place you'd really want to vlog, but obviously I'll show you the result of the video once it's finished and once I've shot and everything. So I'm kind of getting back to normal. I've been off for quite a while because of illness and the same thing that kind of floored everybody over Christmas and New Year. So, first things first, everybody that watched the video, it is getting phenomenal amount of views, okay? So, thank you so much for all the likes and the subscribes and the comments to go with the video. Very much appreciated, thank you so much. It's been absolutely overwhelming. I can't stress that enough. If you haven't seen the video I'm talking about, I'll link it in the description below. Second of all, the campaign that is known as Action for Meg, I shall link the description in the below if you want to see what's happening. I feel I must point you in the direction of that Facebook page because there's a group of people who seem to, they actually have taken the momentum forward that I was involved in. Getting involved in a rescue attempt for a dog that was missing on a hill, while seemed like a menial thing at the start of that whole process, that actually evolved into something a lot bigger. And I'm a part of that now, whether I like it or not. I just wanted to confirm that there is a project or an actionable cause that's going forward, and it's not to do with the owner of the dog, it's nothing to do with him. It's to do with more educating people going forward. There seems to be a consensus that hill walking and climbing hills and enjoying Scottish landscapes, and indeed landscapes all around the world, whether you should take your pet up there, I suppose, and whether you yourself should go up there, and in what equipment you might need in order to achieve that. So as I run a channel that is a creative content, and it has various, it has a particular outlet, it's like a channel, it's like social media in a visual form. You don't see a lot of these things on TV, national press and things don't cover these things, so perhaps I will add an additional content that is relative to filmmaking and photography. For example, I have been talking with loads of people about various projects going ahead. One of them being like a network source for information or emergencies should it happen. Perhaps I'll make a video with these guys. I will go and I'll meet up with the walkers and the climbers. They'll give us advice on the best kit to take up the mountain if you're a beginner, if you know, intermediate. How do you start these things? I know I said in my vlog that you shouldn't really go up those hills unless you're experienced, but in order to get experience, you have to kind of go out and sample it. So, what do you need? Where's best to start off? What's a good Munro to start on? You know, if you don't know what a Munro is, it's anything over 3,000 feet. That's pretty high. There's loads of them in Scotland. I'll not even embarrass myself with trying to guess a number, but I think it's 230 something. So, you know, there's an opportunity for me, as a resident of the West Highlands of Scotland, to make film content that is relative to things that people want to do. And climbing our beautiful landscape is, in fact, one of those things. Secondly, I'd like to point out to everybody that's watching this right now, whether you are on the Facebook follows or the Lost Dogs Glasgow or wherever, if you're following the Action for Meg hashtag, Action for Meg, let me inform you of a couple of things. Since the video was made of me being up the mountain looking for the dog with all the helpers and everybody else that helped me try and resolve that outcome, we have raised a lot of money, over £1,000, towards the effort of finding the dog. We found the dog, the body of the dog was recovered, and obviously the money is still there. The plan is to divide it up and donate it. I posted this up on the Facebook page, but if you didn't know, this is what's happening. The money is going to, some of the money, a little bit of the money is going towards the effort on the ground, so for fuel, costs, etc. And the team that were involved in that will all have a reimbursement of their funds. The rest of the money will then go to two charities. One is Sarda Scotland, who are search and rescue basically, but they are search and rescue for owners with their pets. Owners who want to learn about search and rescue and how to do it properly and train their dogs how to do it as well. So you have a community of people who are non-paid or volunteers to go into the hills and to search for people, which I think, given the light of what happened, is a fabulous idea. The second half of the money is going to Give a Dog a Bone, based in Glasgow, who are another charity, but specifically helping people in their more formative years, over a certain age, I think 60, who may have difficulties in looking after the pets that they have, and they help fund that, or indeed are lonely or have a disability of some kind and like a pet, to rehome an animal to help them and just be with them. So I figured that the separation of money between those two really covered the broad range of what we're actually trying to achieve. Thirdly, there has been a timeline of events. Now, I'll not bore you with talking to you all the way through it, but we as an admin group, the people that are still very much heavily involved with the Action for Meg, although I'm not nowhere near as quick as some of the girls and guys that are working on that site and keeping that forum going. Phenomenal. Good job, people. They've put together a timeline of events in respect to the accident or the incident with the dog, from the moment it was launched onto social media up until the present time. So you can go on, I'll put the link in the description, go to the Facebook page, it's pinned at the top, go in, have a look. There's also a press release there as well to let you see what we're letting the media outlets know about the situation. I would also like to mention about a memoriam for Meg. The money that was raised, the current money that I just told you what it's going to get split out to, we haven't forgot about the dog in all of this. It was discussed that a memorial or some sort of plaque or whatever should be purchased for the dog and maybe placed somewhere near the site in which he was found, or at the gate to the mountain or whatever, so people can remember and also be made aware of the dangers of what happened and what transpired, because we can't forget what happened, you know. So the money wasn't going to get used for that. In retrospect, well, it's all in transparency. The money was raised for the rescue of the dog, and the dog wasn't rescued. So theoretically speaking, the nature of the money would have to go to a charity, because the reason we raised it didn't happen. Otherwise, you know. But then again, saying that, if we found the dog alive, we'd still have to split the money out, you know, vet bills maybe or whatever. Anyway, the decision was made to not do that. I think a separate fund will be made, and if you wish to donate to that fund, the plan is to get something made and be taken to the area and put up somewhere with the landowner's permission, and we'll go through the proper channels and everything, and we'll get public consent and the whole thing. You know, we're doing this properly. It's not just some random Facebook page. So a memory for Meg will happen. If you join the Facebook page Action for Meg, you'll find out more. There has also been a numerous amount of people who contacted me personally. I'd just like to say thank you to every single one of you, okay? I've read everything, I've tried to comment on everything. I think I've went through every comment. I've spent hours and hours late into the night making sure everybody that has contacted me know I'm very, very much appreciative of the whole the whole thing, and your support means a lot to me. In that, I've had great contact with people, whether it be search and rescue for drone guys who want to sort of envelop me into their thing and put me on the register there, so if something like this ever happens again, somebody can get in direct contact with me. I've been in touch with a couple of guys who want to help make another network that ties in all these skills that are around to be able to pinpoint where these people are with the skill set to help in case of an emergency that falls out with the remit of maybe mountain rescue or the RNLI or the tri-services of the fire brigade, police and ambulance, all that kind of thing. So yeah, it's great. There is also people who want to help raise funds towards some equipment which is very humbling indeed, that people would think that they wanted to donate money to a cause that I could buy equipment to add to my arsenal of drone weaponry to look for dogs. And indeed, heat signature and thermal imagery and all that is available, and I can add in. It's something I'm thinking about. I don't know. I would need to see if it was. If it doesn't sound too self-righteous to do such a thing, but I'll have a think about that one, definitely. And I suppose that's really about all I really wanted to comment. I've kind of covered off on everything, but the whole rescue thing has kind of thrown me out into a different light now, and I've got a different audience and new audience, and it's great to have you, and it's awesome to have you here watching and keeping pegs on. But please stay along. I'm still going to be involved in that project. I'm still going to be doing vlogging in relation to that, because I quite like to do some more filming when I meet the charities that we're donating the money to. I'd quite like to make a documentary of all that. I'd like to meet up with the gang that has been involved in this whole thing and interview them and do something with the guys so you can all see them, you know, because I've never met them. I don't know who they are either. I'd love to shake the hand of all of them, because without them, the whole thing wouldn't have happened. And lastly, to the person that made this, I don't know if I'm narcissistic enough to have this or what, but thank you, whoever you are. It dropped into my email. I seen it. I shared it with some of the people on Messenger, but yeah, thanks very much. I'd just like to finish off by saying that, well, under the sad circumstances of it all, and I've got all these new viewers and all these new likes, thank you so much. I hope that my content is something that you'll enjoy. The photography, the aerial things. Please feel free to have a look at all the other videos on the channel and my Facebook page. All the links are in the description. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Follow me on them all. I just want to say thank you. It's been a great journey. It's been very humbling. And please like and subscribe. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's great to have you here. I love meeting all these new people. I love the messages. I love everything about it. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thanks again, and speak to you all soon.